Okay, friends. Got another good one for you today. Okay. I'll stop trying to do the Steve Harvey thing. But first, gotta pass through Port Deposit. Again. It's biker day today here at Port Deposit. And some tourists. A semi-busy place today. And up here some port depositors, whatever they're called. You can be the mayor of this town if you want to. It pays $25 a month. You'd be rich in no time. And now, via the magic of time lapse, we're in Frenchtown. And about to pass beneath the CSX Philly sub. Which we might see later. Over there is the original route. But they put the road here, where the one-time Columbian Port Deposit line ran. So where I'm driving now, there's once a railroad track. And the bridge you see there carries US 40. And now we're in a part of Perryville we hardly ever see. This road used to be US 40 until 1948. And apparently somebody famous once traveled it. And there was an old post road, which is to say, the mail once traveled this way back in the days of the Pony Express. And a tavern that was established back in the 1700s. Don't know if George stayed here. Well, he might have. Maybe stopped for a drink. And here we happen to be right by the Amtrak Northeast Corridor, where something should soon appear. Need I say more? And once again, down by the banks of the Susquehanna. In my last video, we were across the river, looking at that lock house and the canal associated with it. As you might recall, way across there. Got a pier here, but no boats docked at the moment. The end of the pier is closed, where the boat slips are. But over here, the Amtrak line again. Up Northeast Corridor, which I believe is this country's biggest railroad. Rather, busiest railroad, excuse me. We have a boat docked there now. Maybe about to depart. My first time on this pier, by the way. How about one more train? I was hoping. Again there, the US 40 bridge. And again to the right of it, Garrett Island. But if you're going to live here, better have flood insurance, because when it's coming to floodgates open, look out. And again, Lady Bullfrog doing her thing. Before me, she dated a window salesman, but he turned out to be a real pain. And back by our usual spot by the station, just in time. And how many of you recall Railway Express Agency? Hey.
Hey. You gotta come in.
I'll be right in.
Okay.
I've just been invited inside. So I guess I'll go. Railroad shot glasses.
Oh yeah, we got a ton of them now.
Well, that B&O one there. That's a Mom and Pa one there, okay.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Mom, Pa, B&O, Burlington, Norfolk Western,
All the classic lines.
80, and then all the bottom rows, Pennsylvania.
Wow. Wish there was some money with me. I would have picked the Mom and Pa one up.
Huh?
Wish there was some money with me. I'd have picked up the Mom and Pa. That's my favorite one.
It's only $5.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
You'll find that.
Old AMD plate dating to 1957. I'd have been 3 years old. Update by my age. Everyone knows now.
I would have been 7.
That's back when they were still part of GM. I don't think they're part of GM anymore, are they? I would assume.
I don't think so.
I think I once heard someone told me they weren't, I think, but
It used to be a big
let me see what's
company.
behind. Oh, a worn out one, whatever, okay.
Yeah.
They don't say what they were off of, though. I mean, what?
That one doesn't.
Doesn't say.
It's worn out.
0440 is all it says, but I mean like GP something or SD something.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to look up his serial number to find out.
That's hard, even if you've got a magnifier.
But still, I miss those GG1s. And the pre-1905 railroad yard, before the line got relocated. That's for the C&PD, by the way, Columbia and Port Deposit. Now there are roads where those tracks are. And the former station at Aikin. Where we'll soon be. And this photo shows when the original train bridge on the left became a highway bridge after the current one on the right was built. Both side by side. And once again, a very fruitful visit to Perryville Station. Even I learned something. I told you I gotta go to 140 today, didn't I? Now here by West Aikin on the CSX line. And yes, that's the correct spelling of Aikin in this case. But one thing I'm not sure of, where the photo of Aikin Station was taken. Where was Aikin Station? There were two Aikins. West, which is this one, and East Aikin, where the holly trees are that I've shown you before. So which Aikin was that station at? Here or there? If you're watching on YouTube and you know the answer, please let me know. And now facing the opposite direction and standing on the one-time connection track beneath the former B&O line and the Columbian Port Deposit line down the Susquehanna Valley. but apparently no one's used this line in a long time. But a green block facing west means there'll soon be something coming east from out of there. Normally, I've got back pain to deal with, affecting what I do, but not today because I came prepared. You'll see that right there? Hold on. This is called a TENS unit. I forget what those letters stand for. Or stem machine. I've got electrodes on my back, 4 of them, 2 on the right and 2 on the left. And to turn this thing on, it applies a bit of a vibration through electricity, like a electrical massage, like a legal buzz, so to speak. But boy, does it feel good. I have it off now because I'm standing, but in the car it feels great. Have it on while I'm driving. Well, the stem machine isn't perfect, but it does help. And we're now down around the bend, a bit further down the connection track. The US 40 bridge in the distance there. Soon that track begins descending down to the level of the C&PD line. It takes a while for this line to connect to the C&PD because it's got to descend gradually to the river level where the other line is. And we're kind of high up right now. Now for some action. That was a long one. A lot longer than I showed you. Aren't you glad that I edit my videos very tightly? If I didn't edit, you'd still be watching that train. A great rail landing spot. They even give you bleachers to sit on. Like in a ball game. A bit of a warning though. Don't sit on the creosote. We gotta wash your pants after that.
Yeah.
Now crossing back to our side of the river. I'm about to cross over Garrett Island. That greenery there. Although bridges cross it, you can only get there by boat. Down there somewhere. And now by the former B&O station here in Aberdeen, Maryland. Someplace I haven't stopped in a while. But so far, not much progress towards restoration. They've been saying that once on a restoration there, a new door, and an alarm system. I recall when those lights still lit up. When I passed here in December of '82 on a train ride, those lights were still lit. There you go. But I guess they went out soon after. Maybe I'll try to get involved in restoration. Have them turn this place into a railroad history center. That'd be perfect. For being in history, not CSX. Just want to make that clear. The parking lot is now part of a food court. Aberdeen Food Court. If you look on Google Map. And if you click it, you'll see my pictures of the trains. My 614 photos. So, get clicking. And now back on the road. You're all familiar with. Thanks to me. But I see brake lights. Hopefully they won't last too long. Brake lights are gone. But again, much traffic going north. But back on surface streets, once again. Although, as I keep saying, I thought all streets had surfaces, or we couldn't drive on them. And back in the... Never mind. Your bullfrog's temporary home, but soon to be his permanent home.